And we're back. So we just went through hell this way. Got some useful information, but nothing that really helps us out any. I need to see a map. Okay, there's a map. So we just got left shaft 13. So we really need to go up to refinery and shaft 12. I don't know what the pipes do. I'm not... Oh shit. So there's another dog. It's on the other side of that wall. To refinery. So... if I remember where I'm going... Oh, that helped me out. Okay, so if we can get one good swing on the dog, we'll be good. I want to see. What exactly does that do? How does that benefit me at all? This place is so huge, I'm getting lost. Hey. Bastard! Another dog over here. I hate that it does that. Turn over. Well, I guess I need to hop up here. This way it leads to the refinery, right? Fuck, I don't know. No, it's just straight this way. So confusing when they don't give you a map. Or at least, like, yeah, like, you know, oh, here's a map of the place. This must be the hub where all the rock and lime is collected and refined. These pistons would crush every bone in my body. Let's do it. No, I'm guessing I have to get in there. This is going to be the fun part. I can tell you that much already. Alright, the control panel for those pistons. Did I turn it on? I can't tell if I'm controlling them in any way. need them all up. Okay, hold on. Let me put this glow stick away. It's 4. So frustrating because I don't know what I'm clicking on. This one doesn't do anything, I've noticed. It's one of them, there's one down here. I just gotta imagine hand on the center of my screen. Seems like all but one out goes up. Just destroy the damn thing. I did it. Ow.
Only the engraving etched in the back of my mind can compare to the sight you must be seeing. Now power has returned. I wish I could be there with you, but circumstances do not allow for such frivolities. Maybe soon there is something you can do about that. But tell me, are there other melted conveyances now churning in the rock room? I think I know where they lead. It's some kind of heaven or a utopia.
What is the point in this hole right here? Maybe one of those huge worm things came through here. I'd rather believe it was standard corrosion, but I doubt it. So, conveyor belt's closed off. Can we change that? No, we cannot. I want to think that I need this. Like, why else? Would there be an option to grab it? I'm grabbing it just in case. Where does it go, though? Conveyor belt. Oh, yeah, that's what I'm wondering. Where does it go? Did I do the right thing? Can't look. I believe I got whatever I was needing in here. I want to believe that. So let's just leave. Stuck. It must be jammed shut when I closed it. So I do have to go this way. Oh yeah, I gotta get up there. Oh yeah, I didn't even realize it was the ladder. There was a purpose to being here. What's this? Oh, it's another one. Oh, it came from up here. I bet you Oh! Okay, see? Big brain, Lewis. Here. Ooh, look at that. Big brain, Lewis. Okay. And then it got dark. Fuck all that. I swear, one of those worms pop up. I'm gonna be so mad.
We are now such good and lasting friends. I have gifted you with my love. Perhaps you could gift me with something. After all, the laws of politeness would be shattered if you were to appear at my party without a gift. Poor Red is so hungry. He could eat both the horse and the young, rippling stable hand. Sadly, pony flesh is so hard to come by in these parts, and man meat is just so bland. If your eyes happened upon a scurrying rodent, would you deliver the crunchy feast by way of a final meal?
I have jerky. You can eat that. As machinery looks intact, it's just missing a motor. Is that the... do I need to grab that? Oh wait, maybe? Jot down a note? Of course I did. To do this. Second gate of the refinery is not functioning. Maybe I need to grab that thing. Maybe that's a motor. I think I need you. I mean, at this point, you're my only hope, so... Ah, yes. No, turn back now. Oh, jeez. Okay. I gotta figure out. I guessed wrong. Ah, damn it. Guessed wrong. Okay, I'm gonna have to write this down. I can't cross. doomed after that point. Damn it. I thought that was it. I thought that was it. Yeah. Nope. So confusing. I'm getting further. No. I probably need to get right there, yeah. Yeah, I see what I do. I was about there, I should have ran. I don't know why I didn't run. Oh, looked too soon. We're gonna get this. Boom. Yeah, look at that. Big brains over here. Damn, what? Oh, I didn't even... Okay. Okay, how do I get to... I need to figure out... Oh, I see. I gotta get those. I gotta... maneuver my way back through. Damn it. Move too soon. Okay, so... Oh, maybe? I don't know. What's this way? Was I supposed to go this way? Hold on, I want to see what's on the other way. I mean, I could be going the right way, back that way, but I want to see what's over here. Okay, yeah, it was a dead end anyways. But I was going the right way. Intuition. Can we pull this? No, we can't. Okay. It's completely closed up. I can't get out that way. I may never get out. Yeah, you never know. Cart and track for transport ore. As far as I know, they use the same setup to this day. These chains are holding the cart in place. Well, you know what? I do this. Can I? Can I ride it? Probably not. Hope I didn't just fuck up. Stack of books. They're a mix of industrial reference material and scientific journals. Oh God, what is this? The giant fucking worm. I made it stand up. It's just cut it. It's just. Okay. Well, why can't we use that? Defend ourselves. You got anything in here? No, you never got anything in there. Okay, what does it say? There's a mess of statistics and crude drawings on the chalkboard. They're all related to a large specimen of whatever the fuck it is. An annelid? Annelid? What is this? Old newspaper. So I pick. Oh, wait. Okay. I haven't seen one of these in a minute. What is this? Images and notes related to the gray rockworm. This thing is big for an invertebrate. A cohort, a man with no name. It is he who opens this gateway to hell. A grin on his face. He is terrible indeed. He watches the men writhe and turn. Still, Father looks on. Something vital in his hand. There, it's me. I'm inside that box and outside it. I just can't get things straight in my head. Yeah. It's badly faded. But it looks like a close-up view of some specimen of annelid. Weird shit going on here. 60s microscope, functional for research purposes, but we've come a long way since these things were common. It's locked from the other side. I think there's a key still in the lock. Oh, wait. Poking the key out isn't going to achieve anything. I need a way to collect it from under the door once I've pushed it out. Okay. Crouch. Can I grab it? Okay. I've done it. Continue to parade the door. No. Oh, okay. Yeah, now. There'd be like a corpse in there or something hanging. Yeah. Okay, Professor, there are these biomedical journals of Dr. J. Peters, MSc, PhD, completed between the dates of 30th March 1969 and 1st January 1972, at the Northwestern Research Station within the Northwestern Iron Mine with the permission of Delta Mining Corp. Alright. Replication of selected extracts left at the disposal of mine foreman. Subject of study, genus Rhyocophilia, commonly gray rockworm. Aim to investigate the abnormal presence of the caddies in the Greenland rock. Method, collection of samples, if indeed they can be identified correctly in standard series of testing, observation, and dissection. Personal note, upon arrival at the mining facility, I was immediately stunned by the sheer volume of fauna that finds a way of life down here, despite the conditions. In general, one would assume that species whose natural habitat is past a certain depth would find the intrusion of human activity too great a threat to remain in place. However, almost the exact opposite seems to be the case in this instance. It is curious that certain areas of the mine appear to be entirely without life of any kind, and yet other, deeper areas are teeming, and were the situation permitting, I would embrace the opportunity to commit further time to the study of these organisms. However, the purpose of my stay here shall continue to be genus Rhyocophilia. Me. Finally, some writing paper. Look at me, just using up the pages to scroll down whatever came into my head. What is this stuff anyway? Some kind of research paper? No matter. Paper all the same. I can finally record what's been happening down here for, I suppose, about a year now. It must be near the end of 2001 by now. I wonder when Christmas was. No matter. Too tired to write now. We'll rest a little first. Professor. Samples collected. It's a lot to read right here. The collection process has been far easier than I anticipated. The setup of the artificial environment for the rockworm went without a hitch, and the specimens themselves are so abundant as to make keeping them out for far more challenging than containing them. They are all of healthy size, perhaps even beyond recorded size, and I can only assume that this is due to some lack of natural predators down here. The specimens are as follow: 3 adults in the artificial habitat, 2 larval infants dead. Me. I've been down here 2 days now. Was meaning to record events every day, but was too busy scaring the area. I've used some supplies from the old mining supply system to wall myself in here. It seems as safe a place as any, so those things should at least stay put for a little while. To that end, seems I've had a pretty lucky stumbling here. All this old research is about something similar to what's been hunting me ever since I escaped the shelter 4 days ago. Don't get me wrong, after what they did back to me back there, I'd rather be facing anything else, and after almost a year of fighting for our lives, we didn't really stand a chance anyway. I don't know how many are left inside, but this is good. These notes might have some way to fight these things. The rockworms that followed me here, I don't know how they knew I was coming or how they managed to follow me in the dark, or maybe I can work that out now. I found some old newspaper clippings, I guess. They're referring to this mine. I had no idea it was so old and so big. I can see now why they built that facility here in the first place. A lot of history buried down here. It worries me though. We've been resting all our hopes of rescuing one of the scientists who escaped right near the start of it all. He got out almost as the chaos began, so we figured he might have made it out and brought help, but maybe me and him are due the same fate. I must record what's been going on, give the world the answers if needs, so it doesn't fall prey to what's been released down here. But first, I need to worry about myself, find a way out of here, and work out how to kill these worm things. Jeez. Not that I dread, it's just you hear me when you hear me talking, it's like I got like a lisp or something. Like I'm just Professor. Observations. The creatures are indeed larger than have previously been recorded. Juveniles seem to still be growing far beyond their natural limits, although the adults have now expired. I will watch with interest to see what the lifespan is of these particular subspecies. The worm appears to have 3 senses, as would be validated by previous research: taste, smell, and an extreme sensitive sense of touch, which allows them to detect vibrations in the rock in the same way that the human eye senses beams of light and processes them into spatial images. Their natural prey is insects smaller than themselves, and heaven help those insects, because the worm is a vicious and efficient killer. Me. He's wrong. They have no sense of smell. Today I attempt to distract them with a concoction I found lying around, but to no avail. However, it does seem that they detect movement via vibrations, which would explain how they can see in the dark. Damn, there's almost no way to escape them down here. I'm on their territory now. Lifespan is 3 days and counting. I can still hear them outside the wall. An extra precaution, I've locked myself in the smaller study area connected to the main lab room. If they get through that wall, I doubt this door will stop them, but it's better than nothing, barely. Professor. Conclusion. The subspecies of genus Rhacophilia is highly adapted for the environment. If released above the surface, it seems likely that it will quickly destroy the existing rockworm population, and soon after that, the population will grow to a size far outstripping its own food supplies. Given that its increase in size and lifespan already, and due to the unknown conditions, I would hypothesize that the worm, if left in such conditions for a reasonable period of time, perhaps 3,000 to 4,000 years, could grow up to a further 3 inches, making a total of almost 1 foot long. However, should those conditions change or indeed magnify, physical evolution could occur far more rapidly. Last page. Me. It's the 5th day today, and I swear they have begun surrounding my location. I can't tell whether or not they have breached the wall I built, but I'm certain they've entered whatever area surrounds this room. The future looks increasingly bleak. I intend to record here the events of the past year in the hope that perhaps what occurred could be contained or driven away. Now I realize I could write all I wanted. No one will ever make it down here to read it. So why write this now? Good question. I have no answer. All I do know is I'd rather take my own life than die at the jaws of those hideous monsters. I've tied a noose. Those monsters may feed on my corpse, but they won't take my life. That's a lot of information, but information about the rockworms nonetheless. Alright. What else is in here? Hopefully those two are dead. It's an artificial habitat. Those things look long dead. I think I know how they felt not being able to get out. I don't think I would want them to get out. Yeah, kind of glass open. There's nothing in there. Oh, jeez. What the hell? So much death and disease down here. I suppose the lugs were inevitable. Yeah.
While you hunt for those delicate, melt-in-your-mouth mousy morsels, there are places you should not go, for fear of death. The Reaper lives here, just like you and I. And just like you and I, he must ingest the living flesh of those less fortunate than him. There is a small place that I do not want you to visit, even on your holidays, because it is dark and evil place that I've been. When the darkness has overwhelmed my small decaying mind, some bad things flowed from my mind and through my pen. The brilliant blue ink itself seemed to turn to blood into my grace. And by the way, should you turn peckish, red is at its finest sautéed with a little engine oil.
Whatever happened here, someone must have been in a great deal of pain, yeah. Alright, well I'm gonna stop right here, but I will continue on in the next one. So I'll see you guys later. Bye bye.